Let's continue assembling the rack and pinion mechanism. So we've got our 36 tooth gear here. We're going to need a motor. So let's take a look at that. And it's in the electronics folder here. So let's come down here. It is the smart motor right here. So it'll go there. We're going to need a shaft. So that's all the way at the bottom here. Let's make it 4 inches. That's longer than we need really, but let's just do that just so that we have enough. We'll go there, and let's see, we need the for now I think that's all we need. So I am going to first attach the smart motor, and before I do that I'm going to rotate it by 180 degrees like so. And then I'm going to put a fasten mate right here. I can choose either one of these. Let me just choose that one. I think I can just choose it at the outer edge here, so I'll click there. And that needs to go right here, like so. So Shift 7 to see if that came on okay. And I think it did. Let me look at it from here. So we're going to have screws here, and then this is where the shaft is going to be, and I think it goes right into the motor right there. So I think that's correct. And we'll put the screws in later. Let's put the shaft in now. For that one, I'm going to turn off visibility of the bracket there, and I am going to put a fasten mate down here. Let's see, so many mates. I want it to be down in the bottom, do I not? I think I do. Let's just try right there. I'll click there. And then here, like so. And we'll reverse it like this. And I think it's in there. Okay. Now we want to attach the... oh, actually, that one, we want that to be a revolute mate. Let me delete that. And after all that struggle to get it right down at the bottom, we're going to change that to a revolute mate. So right here, because that's going to move, rotate when the motor rotates. Let's try there, and there, and again reverse it. I think that's okay. Alright, I think we're good. We're going to put a shaft collar on here, but for now we're just going to put the gear on. So we're going to have it come in the middle here. Right there. And then at the edge of the shaft, like so. And now we need to just move it using an offset in the Z direction by, I forget how much, maybe minus 2.5. We want it right over the top of the rack gear. Maybe minus 2.4. I think that looks good. So we've got them engaged like that. And I'm going to turn back on visibility of the cage here. And I think we can actually test it now, because let's turn that back on. There we go. Let's test the rack and pinion mechanism. So I have a slider right here. Let me animate it. It's going to move this way. This direction. And I've got a revolute, which I can animate. That'll rotate the gear. So what I need to do now is come up here to these mate relations. I want to have rack and pinion. So for a mate relation, you click on here, and then you make a relationship between two different mates. So we're going to go with the slider and the revolute. And then here it's going to say the distance per revolution. So every time this goes around, this moves how much? Well, would you agree it's going to be the circumference of this wheel? And I believe I've calculated that to be 4.45 inches approximately. So I'm going to put 4.45 here. And then I'm going to accept that. And now when I say turn on the Revolute mate, if I animate that, I'm going to go like several times around at 1440 degrees. And let's see if it goes, how it goes. There we go. Looks like it's working. Whoop, a little too far. We're going to have to put some limits on the slider mate. But I think it's working reasonably. Let me slow it down just a little bit. Maybe 150. And also I'm going to turn off the visibility of the this guy. And I'm going to zoom up here and see how this looks. And let's go. So you can see it's not quite synced up, so we can work on getting that to look a little more realistic. But from a functionality standpoint, it's clear that yeah, it does seem to be working okay. So that is a rack and pinion, and we'll tidy things up in the next video. I think I'm going to end that video here. This video here. Thanks for watching.